A day after China said it drove a U.S. Navy destroyer away from Beijing-claimed waters in the South China Sea, the U.S. 7th Fleet said the same warship sailed through those waters to challenge the Chinese claims. The warship in question is the guided missile destroyer USS Milius. This is the latest in a series of such encounters. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the U.S. Navy has exposed China's claims of driving USS Milius away. Let's get into the details. U.S. 7th Fleet spokesperson, Lieutenant Junior Grade Luka Bakic, said the guided missile destroyer USS Milius asserted navigational rights and freedoms in the South China Sea near the Paracel Islands, consistent with international law. The warship conducted what the U.S. Navy calls a Freedom of Navigation Operation, or FONOP, Bakic said, challenging the restrictions on innocent passage imposed by the People's Republic of China, PRC, Taiwan, and Vietnam. All three claim the Paracels, known as the Xiches in China, a group of about 130 small atolls, the biggest of which are home to Chinese military bases. The U.S. statement also said the Milius challenged China's claim to straight baselines enclosing the Paracels, meaning Beijing's claims to waters between the islands, even when those waters are outside the internationally recognized 12 nautical mile limit from a coastline for territorial waters. The Paracel Islands dispute is part of the larger South China Sea dispute. China claims almost 90% of the South China Sea, including the Paracel Islands. It said that it has indisputable sovereignty over the area. Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan have disputed these claims. The route is significant as about $5 trillion in trade through shipping passes each year. Countries like the United States, UK, Japan, and India have no claims in the area and want freedom of navigation as per international maritime laws. China has tried imposing a unilateral decision, as per which all ships and aircraft navigating in the area need to identify themselves to the Chinese military. The Chinese Navy has heckled vessels of smaller nations, like Vietnam and the Philippines, several times in the last couple of years. It's militarized several islands in the area and has even deployed advanced missile systems like YJ-12 anti-ship missile, as well as HQ-9 surface-to-air missile. USS Milius is an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer in the United States Navy. Arleigh Burke-class warships were designed as multi-mission destroyers capable of anti-aircraft warfare, AAW, anti-submarine warfare, ASW, and anti-surface warfare, ASUW. USS Milius, being an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, is among the largest destroyers built in the United States. It has an overall length of 509 feet, that's 155 meters, and a displacement of about 9,200 tons. The warship has a speed of 30-plus knots, or 55-plus kilometers per hour, and a range of 4,600 miles, or 8,100 kilometers. USS Milius is a potent platform and is capable of carrying out different kinds of missions. It has, in total, 96 cells, Mark 41 Vertical Launch System, VLS, divided into two blocks of 32 and 64 cells. These can be configured with the combination of the following weapons based on the mission requirements, such as SM-2MR Block 3B for air defense and anti-ship role, SM-3 for ballistic missile defense, ESSM for anti-missile role, ERAM or SM-6 for anti-air warfare with a range of 150 miles or 240 kilometers and a speed of Mach 3.5, BGM-109 Tomahawk for land attack, as well as RUM-139A VL ASROC for anti-submarine role. It has 2 Mark 141 Harpoon missile launchers for anti-ship roll and 2 Mark 32 triple torpedo tubes for Mark 46 and Mark 50 torpedoes. USS Milius can also accommodate 2 MH-60R Seahawk LAMPS 3 helicopters that are capable of anti-submarine warfare. The warship is also equipped with a long-range naval gun and multiple close-in weapon systems. China, on Friday, reacted angrily to the presence of the U.S. warship near the islands it claims in the South China Sea region. China threatened serious consequences after the United States Navy sailed the destroyer around the disputed Paracel Islands in the South China Sea for the second day in a row, in a move Beijing claimed was a violation of its sovereignty and security. Tan Kefai, a spokesperson for the Defense Ministry, said in a statement, "The actions of the U.S. military have seriously violated China's sovereignty and security and seriously violated international law." Tan added, "The guided missile destroyer, USS Milius, broke into China's Xisha territory waters again without the approval of the Chinese government, undermining peace and stability in the South China Sea." Over the last few years, China has become increasingly aggressive. It's to be noted that a new Chinese law has come into effect in 2021, which allows the Chinese Coast Guard, or CCG, to use weapons against foreign ships that it sees as illegally entering its waters. With this law, China's Coast Guard could use water cannons, handcuffs, and tear gas, although the use of more lethal weapons is not explicitly ruled out. Notably, China has reorganized its Coast Guard in recent years. The CCG has been transformed into a military-like organization under the centralized command of the Chinese Communist Party Central Committee and the Central Military Commission. This is similar to the People's Liberation Army, PLA. While China has been intimidating smaller nations like Vietnam, China has not been able to make the U.S. back down from conducting freedom of navigation operations. When it comes to USS Milius, the warship is well equipped to deal with any Chinese misadventure.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.